Hello there. I understand the popular things in YouTube. I'm going to knock this back a bit. I give myself a bit of headspace. Also because I took my trousers off and I don't want you to see me underwear. I'm not that kind of person. Let's do an unboxing. I've never done this before, but I understand it's very popular on YouTube. I'm going to a masquerade ball tomorrow, and one of the things they said is that you're not allowed to bring professional cameras. No SLRs or DSLRs. There we go. Send to yourself, man. You're not a news programmer. So I did some reviews. Now I do have a slight passion for Canon cameras. This is where I make a short story very long. First camera I had after a point and click or Instamatic as it were was a Praktika, which was from East Germany, if I'm not mistaken, or the Soviet, from the Eastern Republic or something anyway. Now this had a screw-on lens, so you like that, as opposed to a turn and click like a bayonet lens that they have on modern cameras. It was really good. It was the kind of thing where if you drop it on the floor, it goes like, aha, floor broken, camera still works. Very, very heavy, very robust, very good. I learned a lot about photography then. Then I moved from there to Minoltas. I did really, really like Minoltas. And then it was one point I had it on a tripod, and it got knocked over and it broke the camera. And at that point I said, crap, I'm going digital. Because what happened was, I got into photography, I'm self-taught, but I never learned how to develop. I know it's a pretty easy kind of thing, but something I want to get to at some point. So my ears blocked. So I was, I'd have to go to the shop. We used to have shops, photography shops, where you take your films in and they develop them, and then you can pick them up. And then really they all went out of business when everything went digital. So now what you have is you have the what they call it, like the chemists or drugstores, whatever you call them, the big box marts that go ahead and develop film. I don't know if you can still actually develop film, but it's got really expensive. So that's another reason I went digital. So I did some research. Myself and a friend did research, and he went Nikon, I went Canon rather. He became a successful photographer, and I became a guy with a Canon. Now Nikons, from what I understand, have always had the increased hue and saturation, if you wish. You know when you look at a photograph of National Geographic, the way it's so like livid and full of colour? Vivid and full of colour. Livid. Arrgh! I hate taking photographs of antelope! Vivid and full of colour. Canons tend to be more kind of... what's that? Crikey, it's a beast. What the heck have you got here, Ludes? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you keep getting stuff all over you? Why? I don't know. You're the one that got stuff all over you, guy. What? You're the... Gosh darn it. It's a little seed pods you've been running the autumn plants. Anyway, so I went from Canon 20, which was I think 8 megapixel camera, 10 megapixel camera, something like that, and that was just as stills. And it did not. It had a very small screen. I think it was about 3/4 an inch or something like that, really, really small. And then after that, I went to 40D, which had a bigger screen, and it had more pixels. And then from then on, I wanted to get something that I could film with as well. So I went to the 700D. Now if you got a 10 after it, from my understanding, the less zeros at the end of a Canon, the more deluxe it is. So although I went from 20 to 40, then I went to 700. I should have gone 70, but it was more money. And basically, it's the same thing. It just doesn't have as many bells and whistles on it. So there you go. Also has a different battery as well. Anyway, so I've got those cameras. I've also got a Panasonic HV 1500, I think, if I'm not mistaken, which is a full-size HD video camera. And I like it because it has a 24p setting, which is 24 frames per second, which, to me, I mean, again, I don't know about all the settings and blah, 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 because I'm totally self-taught, but when I'm filming with 24p, it looks more like it's been shot on 16mm. It has that kind of like real film feel about it. And also, the Panasonics as well, in my experience, do have that feel about it as well. So anyway, So Canon, I went for this guy because the place I'm going to says no professional cameras, but they need point and clicks, and no flashes. So this is a Canon PowerShot Elph ELPH 190IS. Okay, it's 20 megapixels. It's got 10 times zoom and 24mm lens. It's also Wi-Fi capable, which I'm not too keen on Wi-Fi because, you know, you can buy a Wi-Fi toilet. Why do you need a Wi-Fi toilet? A Wi-Fi fridge. Bring, bring. Oh, it's my phone again. You are out of milk. You can't drink it all. So here's a camera. Okay. And then underneath the flap, there's a cap. And there's more stuff. Okay, what else we got? We've got stuff, stuff, and stuff. And then we have a lanyard. I don't need the lanyard. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that out of the way. Okay, what have we got first? Let's have a look at the camera. Okay. Oh, it's blue! Okay, cool. So, this is 10 times optical zoom. Okay, so it's blue, which is nice. Okay, there we go. It's got a screen that looks like about, I'm thinking 3 inches, maybe, something. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. Now, in the bottom, we open it up, and this is where the battery goes, and the SD card. Now, shoot. I don't have a SD card handy. Shoot. I do, I'll get that tomorrow. So, okay, let's have a look at what else we have here. We have a charger. Now, I do like these chargers myself because the plug in the wall stem is there, which means because like, you know, when you get like chargers or card readers or something like that, that have got the slot but they don't have the, you know, so crap, I need the cord, I lost the cord. Whereas this is ready to go. That's good. All right, let's have a look on the. This is instruction manual, which I probably won't need. Won't read, not won't need. And now let me think. Right, is that? Where's the bloody battery? Where's the bloody battery? There it is. Is that a battery? No, that's a lanyard. It said it came with a battery. Oh, there it is. The battery. Okay, good stuff. So, oh, this is a nice battery. No, this is not the same as the one that I use for the 700. Okay, so put this in here like that. Then I'm going to find someone to plug that in. So that was it. That was a boxing, wasn't it? Okay, it's plastic. It feels plastic. I thought it'd be more metallic. It does have a metallic blue finish. It's light, which is good. One thing that's really good, if you look on the back, let's have a look if I can do it like this. Okay, what we have here. I'm sorry, but I'm filming this off my laptop, so I'm sorry it's not very good. So we have the play button, then the red thing is a record button, that's for recording video, and then we have the menu below that, and then we have the Wi-Fi button and the menu. So I mean, the quick menu is a circle thing. For instance, you've got the flash thing on the closest to my face, and that is presumably just to go through the flash on, flash off, flash auto, and then on the other side you've got probably portrait, landscape, blah blah blah. So that's actually really good that you can get to that really quickly, because there's nothing worse than getting into having to go into menu, just alter a simple thing like that. So that's really cool. Now, I did read some reviews on this, and some people were saying like, I don't like it. It doesn't have a USB input-output thing. It doesn't look like it does it? But when unlike some people, I actually read the instructions online. There's a little plastic flap on that side, and look what you can see here. It's a micro USB. Okay, so it does have that. What's on the other side? Presumably nothing. That doesn't even want to come out. Yes, it does. That is something that says, please do not remove this again. Okay, good stuff. So there you go. So that's it. It'll do my job, and it's 20 pixels. And again, it's just point and click. I want to go there and take photographs of memory. I don't want to go there and start a magazine or something. But what I'll do is I'm going to put the battery on charge, and then I'll work on it later, probably tomorrow at this rate, because that clock stopped. It doesn't tell the right time. It's looking about 7 o'clock, so I've got my alarm clock an hour and a half or something faster, and I've got it set for 7, so which means I'll be up at like 5 o'clock or something like that. So it's about time I wind down because I've been up for that length of time already. Right, so put these in a safe place, and that the same, so I don't lose it, and plug that into a socket somewhere, and that's it. That's it. Right now, I've got crap. Why hasn't it been an hour yet? It's been 20 minutes, so I'll just keep sitting here with my hair, blah 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 blah. What I'll do is I'll check the box just to make sure it's now. It might be half an hour. Okay, right. Thanks. Bye.